Now I'm assuming a little mission will pop up and we'll go into an area where it will start a cutscene. Yeah, okay, so the mission, the foundation. Talk to the board. How exactly are we supposed to do that? Executive hotline chamber? Oh, okay. Aha!
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond.
Director, situation crisis uh-oh in Foundation. We demand your attention / moxie. Oldest house is in danger. We open the door / tree in maintenance. Hurry / post haste.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Ahti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Ooh. Oh, we can't. Never mind. I was like, I should check out. I think there's supposed to be a new whatchamacallit. There's supposed to be a new ability with this one. Now let's take a look. Abilities. Oh. Had to readjust itself. So it looks like it's not here. But I do believe we will get it. Because to be fair, a lot of those other things weren't there because we didn't unlock it yet. And then it slowly started unlocking. Restricted area?
Quiet. Trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti. So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Melee has increased effectiveness against enemy armor. Oh, really? I guess that's a reason to upgrade your melee. I didn't think about that. Well, I didn't think about it. I just didn't know it. Okay. I also don't like how our energy keeps being at halfway.
Sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
Oh, well, bitch, I'm gonna sightsee anyway. Watch me. Research site Gamma.
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Oh. Motion sensor. The fuck? Oh, they're opening.
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
Oh, shit. They were not lying. This is a whole new area. Anything to pick up? Oh, there is.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How do we miss it? Northmore. Acting director Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He'll great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son. The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Interesting. I've always liked how much effort it seems they put into like actually creating because I really enjoy like reading and listening to like information and stuff and learning about the story. So I really appreciate this game's attention to doing that. Oh, Marshall?
Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How is she on the hotline?
Yeah.
Unless she's dead.
Oh, whoa.
Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Hold up. We gotta listen to this whole thing. Marshall. Okay, this is different.
When I became head of operations, the very bottom of the oldest house, director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place and on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Interesting. Okay. Little gap. Wow, we can rip the stalagmite or stalactites off. Ooh, it's been a hot minute, y'all. I don't remember. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember which guns I have. Research site Delta. Oh, those break. Oh, shit. Ammo efficiency. Oh, that is a fat dead end. No, it's not. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, I can't break those. Oh, sorry. Interesting. Okay. cave paintings. At first I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems I was wrong to assume the images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible, that I've been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd, though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. Now with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these? Or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted. Or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that's still being written? If so, who is writing it? Well, I'm sure we will find out. So it looks like they were digging. I keep really hoping those are full of stuff, but I don't think they are. Oh. Ooh.
We're using pickaxes now.
Hiss sharpened. Hiss sharpened agents display the para-utilitarian ability to rapidly move short distances. This ability is unique in the fact that it's not associated with any known object of power. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, abrupt physical relocation, APR, could potentially be a variant of the jukebox's effect. Other explanations of the Hiss sharpen's ability currently include momentary time manipulation, brief increase in physical speed, inhibiting the witness's sense of sight. If you do accept that the Hiss sharpen's ability is not connected to a known object of power, then the Hiss are either manifesting unique paranatural abilities, or there are objects in the house that we aren't aware of. Either way, the Hiss are continuing to develop new strains of corruption, and that is cause for concern. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that those were... I just noticed it says director Jessie Faden. I didn't realize she was actually making these. Makes sense, she's a director. Wait. Crossroads. Beware of dangerous toxic geysers. Oh, I think this is actually where I need to go. Is there anything up here? Oh! Are you fucking kidding me? How do you get up there? I wonder if it's like a wall run ability. Having good time? Yes, I'm having good time. I'm just confused. I think there are some mechanics that that are not readily available to me yet. Foundation accident. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and a strange black pillar in the center. Kinda looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guest. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Dragging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoop, by the way. But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in repelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. Yeah, actually, that seems like a good idea. He's making some good points. Plus, it just feels like putting a lot of effort in for something that you could just do yourself. Yeah, see? It feels like I'm supposed to be able to break these crystals eventually. Oh.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
Oh god. Okay.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now. Marshall? Marshall! You're alive! Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
I'm not sure that's Marshall.
Whoa. This place is huge. Marshall? Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Investigate the nail. Shifting fragment. Ooh. Dope. Now what pillar? That? Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna have to wait a moment. Foundation pillar. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Frood would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures. The fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe that pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house, or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does a pillar look so different from the rest of this place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. Oh. Yo, that zoom in scared me. So this is Ash. Ley lines. For all my research into the oldest house's ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere. Occam's razor and all that, but that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet attracting them, polar north, or is the pillar a product of their focused energies? A sprout, nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power. Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Oh my god, there's so many things. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by a higher intelligence such as the board remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate they serve as live targets for potential para-utilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to know that they appear immune to Hiss corruption. So this is by Emily. Okay, so apparently there's stuff all the way at the bottom. Okay. Was there anything else up here? Surely not. Nail door monolith is hurt. Touch revere it to enter. Repair the nail/link to prevent astral consumption collision. This is the director's duty plot. Authorized for a single new tool upgrade. Use it to save the Foundation US Bureau. Oh, what? Left, self, or right weapon. Only one is permitted. Which will you choose? Oh, are you kidding?
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
So I get a gun, or I get... I get a gun, or I get an ability? Oh. You're kidding. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? I have to choose whether I want one that builds new ones or ones that breaks existing ones. Oh my god. I hate it here. I hate it here. Fuck, I don't know. Honestly, I'd probably go for the ability. Left self will grant shape manipulate. Right weapon will grant fracture/undo. We are tweaking/cultivating the ability U. Complete the astral plane challenge. Okay. Minerals, roots, barnacles grow across the foundation. Use the new upgrade self to shape inflate. First director to receive/earn this. You should feel honored, handled. Certain crystal formations crumble after being shaped. Okay. So it's like a time limit thing. Okay. Located in the fringe. Astral bleeding collision has spread, lost them. Do this and now will be repaired, glued, crisis averted. Into dangerously sharp objects. PS bonus round, hiss are present in Foundation. Trespassing, snooping is forbidden. Oh! Oh, I love that. Cool. Melee energy renewal. Crystals can be shaped while levitating to create platforms. Damn right.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the Bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple.
Oh yeah, totally.
You with me?
So let's take a look here. Okay, it looks like it's not actually an upgradable thing, so. Okie dokie. So it's back here. Ooh, ow. So now I should be able to go up these walls. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, see, so I can't get into here. But who knows, maybe I'll unlock the other one by doing something. It said we can only choose one. Complete the ritual in the warehouse. Okay. That's definitely not it, though.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? Looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Whoa. Those things were attracted to me. I wasn't even touching them.
Another ID card. For a cartographer.
Pyramidic geometry. I've been going through my library researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board as Northmore says, then perhaps our predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. In esotericism, the triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and the other three-part concepts past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate ascent into the rational divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal/human. Naturally, the ascent is masculine and the fall is feminine. Adam and Eve. That's just a bit of old world patriarchy. It's 1964 now, and we're all well past that silliness. Oh yeah, totally. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be, or they once were? The likeliest answer is simply that theological imagery cannot help us define alien entities. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly so does the board. Oh, what? Got another hotline. Lock/keys keep socket us here. That was it. I was like, they were talking and talking, but they weren't saying anything different. That's weird. Energy renewal. Oh, from headshots? Yeah. History of the oldest house. The oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime, as I've theorized, then was a tree its first form? I sent a team to the Schwarzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts of Manhattan Island. From those, I discovered a single relevant line. And there I found a tree not known to me, the devil twisted within its bark. That line taken with the fact that certain American cultures believed some trees would offer wisdom and guidance is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence, and though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, the tree of knowledge, Yax Imixche. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as sacrifice for the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? I'm gonna say no. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oof. Okay. Well, that was rude. Meteor Hill Summary. Note, per Archival Mandates 8.A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. The paradimensional occurrence consisted of 3 sequential sinkholes induced by subterranean implosions revealing foreign material of magmatic qualities. A local chapter of the Youth Science League were participating in an archaeological dig on the hill when the event occurred. Many boys were injured in the resulting collapse. Some touched the magma directly. Bureau agents arrived at the scene 7 days after the incident. Samples of the lava-like material were taken. The area was quickly sealed off from the public at our recommendation. Our aim was to ensure all remnants of the material were rendered inoffensive, but the magma descended too deeply into the earth to retrieve. Foul-smelling odors were detected in the area, which were hypothesized being the dissipated elements vapor trail left at the scene. All acquired material was delivered to Washington for examination in the Bureau's on-site laboratories.
Another one of those ID cards. Security chief. It's working. It won't go any higher. I wonder if I can charge it up somehow.
Did that do it?
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Her orders. Me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar when Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Phylogylinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
Okay. Can this go up further now? Power core storage. Power cores. After numerous attempts, I finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of non-Aristotelian battery I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult capturing energy I can barely measure, much less interact with. Luckily, it seems that the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. We don't yet know the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside of the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. I've always had an interest in invention. I liked the creativity that it allowed, set within the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved, calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicate this invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. Oh yeah, and then his... Okay, so we're missing a... We already missed a log. Holy shit. There's a lot of these. Oh, you know what? Oh, is this where... What the fuck is going on over there?
Entry date plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes, and frequently mentioning a pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, flat, mathematically perfect. Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection. I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another. Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
Now, I'm a little bit confused because I don't know if I'm supposed to go here. And I don't actually think anything is there. Also, I don't know. What's over here? It looks like this. Oh my god, this thing goes all the way up. Because I see another hole up there. Holy crap. What's over here? Well, I can't break that, unfortunately. Oh, it looks like a control point, though. Whew. Yeah, jukebox token. Shield injury recovery. Okay.
That damn gun. Faith. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. And he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
Yeah, I will say the enemies are a little more hard-hitting down here. Because I lose about 75% of my health in like one hit. So it looks like we're just going up. Meteor Hill supplement. The retrieved material was subjected to Fellstrom's array, configuration 74B, but the tests were halted as the matter began to physically elude the equipment. Attempts to constrain the element were made, but under further stress it became vaporous. The researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. The child victims at Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but when discovered they were blank and screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately. Deformities, loss of pigment in the skin and hair, and mental symptoms resurfaced in subsequent examinations. Confusion, heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave statements claiming the incident was caused by debris from poorly made Russian satellites, which the public accepted with no complications. The children were sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility in Blank to receive help away from society. Well, yeah, it was the 1950s, so that's not shocking. If I hit this, is it unlock this as a 5th floor or whatever? I want to go back to the warehouse entrance because I actually want to see... I want to see if I missed something because I didn't actually look. I didn't realize I was supposed to be going up. Oh, okay. So, I guess this was just open. We were fine. Just keeps going up. Another control point. Haha. And we got a jukebox token. See, I want to go over there, but I'm also worried that something's going to happen if I get over there, because I don't like that little cloud. Foundation etchings. My explorations of the Foundation have resulted in yet another mystery, a fascinating series of etchings on large stone tablets. The tablets themselves are likely not native to the Foundation, seeing as they're slabs of sedimentary stone, quite different from the cave's categorization-defying rock. Their placement and form are also too intentional to be naturally occurring. But who braved this place to carry them in, and for what purpose? I discovered a 5-point macro entanglement between the tablets, with the pillar at its center. These links seem to extend beyond our level of consciousness to some astral realm I can't detect. Is Northmore's board somehow tied to all this? The etchings on these tablets are similarly curious. They differ from the cave paintings in style and technique, so are clearly not of the same origin. Are they the visual narration of some event, or do they indicate intent, a wish, a plan? They only seem to consist of a tree and the pillar, but the sizes of either are inconsistent. What does that signify? I'm missing key pieces of this puzzle, and it's unlikely I'll ever find them. So... okay, anyway. Okay. Now where are we going? Oh, we're going this way. We just keep going up and up. Okay, so gotta make it up there next. Oh. Ooh, I almost did not make that. Oh god. Sing of a top? Lower hiss barriers. Where's the last one? Oh. Okay, whoa. Chile. Huh. Why can't I get in there? Oh. That's why. Yoink. Man, traversing this thing? Ooh. don't like whatever the hell that was. I think we've actually made it to the top now. Ow. Hidden location discovered. Beach. Interesting. I didn't think I would find... Yeah, the reason it exploded or almost killed us was because there was a bomb on the other side. That little spore thing. I don't know what it is. But yeah, they do a lot of damage apparently. Yeah, I've started to learn that when those paintings are up or whatever, the wall is collapsible. And usually you can find something behind it. Warehouse. Oh, there's a door.
Like the one I used to get in here.
Wow, we are at the very top. Was that it? Locke's Ancient Reason Abalone.
Is this the lock/key?
That was that worm thing. Well done, Seasoned. Only 3 keys tethers remain. Our nails rebuilding, loosening.
Just doing my job. First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
Hell yeah, beach. So we can actually just go down to the crossroads. Oh my god, Emily?
Jesse, hey!
Emily, what are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride. The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. You think Darling knew about this?
I put money on it. That reminds me. Have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
So random.
All the tests I run on the nail keep coming back as nonsense.
Pope's
A couple of the
collection.
instruments have already broken.
Maybe we should take that as a sign to pack it in?
I didn't take you for a quitter, Dr. Saba. There's a reason I packed a black rock-plated microscope. Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
True.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. But keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
I've already gotten quite a few. Didn't I? Oh, I'm still missing one.
The Rangers have tapped into an old radio network they found around the Foundation. So if you need backup, just call them at one of the stations.
How did the Hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that. So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Yep.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. Before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The astral plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it. So let me get this straight. The astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the astral plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor.
Yeah. But it makes
I have to
sense.
get back out there. Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
I like Emily. I'm glad she's here. Damn, so that sucks so much. I need one more ID card. Are you kidding me? Thankfully, I think we can just fast travel there, so it's not like a huge deal. But I'm very curious because I think I know what she's talking about. Warehouse. Let's just go to this one. Because maybe I just missed an area. It's very possible. I found most of them at the bottom though. So if I did miss it, it's probably up on the top. Whew! Nice! We did it. Okay. Now, supposedly we missed an ID card. Oh! Well, there it is. Found it.
This ID card was for an excavation engineer. Why did so many people abandon their cards down here?
I'm seeing 4. Where's the 5th one? Oh, there it is. Oh. I have to figure out who went where.